Howdy, y'all. It's journal time again. So, this is going to be my personal journal for February the 4th until February the 10th. So, let's see what I have been up to. Okay. So, on Friday the 4th, we had a high in the mid 30s and a low in the low teens. It was frosty. I woke up this morning to a heavy frost and light snow. So beautiful. It's just sparkling like the stars, all that glowing white. It was just beautiful. I took Slim to TJ's and I kept the Jeep to go shopping. Actually, I got around pretty early and I headed out before the snow was melted. I had a good shopping trip without any hassles or drama to speak of, which is awesome. I got home and got everything put away, including some new hair care products for my new haircut. I'm wanting to encourage curls, so I got some products to help me do that. I also got some new barrettes and some small clips for my hair and a new wide tooth comb. I think I'll include those items in a self care video. I don't know if I'm going to do that because there's really not much to it. So I'll just show you guys here. First, I got a spray bottle just for, I'm going to put purified water in here to kind of reactivate my hair when my hair dries and the curls fall out. And I got two hair care products. I love Aussie products. I've actually used this one for years and years. Hadn't bought it in a while, but it's good for holding nice little curls. And I thought I've not used this, but like I said, I love the Aussie products. So Miracle Curl Mousse, I'm going to put in my hair when it's damp. And again, so the water will, kind of reactivate that. So that's my products. And then I got some little bitty clips, hair clips, because the only clips that I have are big giant ones for when you've got lots of hair. And I also got some pretty little barrettes. These are just the snap barrettes, and they're in 4 different colors. So that's to help me keep my new short hairdo out of my face. And then I got this wide tooth comb because I just had brushes and fine tooth combs, and that's not good for curls. It just makes them frizz. So I got this big beauty, and I really like it. I've used this product a tiny little bit, and I haven't used this one yet, but I will. So that's the hair care products that I got. And I don't know if that's really worth a video, so I just thought I'd show them to you. Slim texted and said they had gotten off work early. So I went to meet him, and he had been to Texarkana, and he got a chance to go by Michael's, where he found a great deal on some fancy markers that he likes. They were on sale for under $2 each, and they are usually $7 to $9 each. I think he got over $100 in high-end markers for like $30. That was such a great deal. We decided to go out for supper. We went to Los Agaves and had a nice meal. The queso was excellent. While we were there, Slim showed me this awesome star scope thing online, and we decided to order one for each of us and also for Forrest and Kaylee, perhaps as a wedding gift. I think they will really like them, and Forrest will appreciate the quality. Okay, this thing sounded really super cool. It's like a telescope, but it's small. You can even attach it to your camera phone, and you can see so far. You can see for miles, and there's no reduction in clarity no matter how far you zoom. And I thought they would both really like that, and I know we will. I'll use it for stargazing. He will use it at work for spotting, prey, and Forrest can use it on photography. I also would probably use it for my YouTube videos, and both of them can use it when they go camping. Anyway, I think it's a little, it's called Star Scope if you want to check it out. So Saturday the 5th, it was sunny and cold with a high in the mid 40s and a low in the low teens. That's super cold for us. Slim decided to work at the mill this weekend, so we got up extra early this morning. It was too early for him to have much of an appetite. And they provide his lunch, so I didn't have to prepare any food, just coffee and put some drinks in his lunchbox. It was easy as pie. After he left, I was slow getting around, and I decided to have a long soak before I got started with my daily chores. Except for Willow, I make sure he's taken care of first thing when I get up and around. So that helped me feel less stiff and sore in my joints, and I got on with the stuff I had planned for the day. Let me see if Willow's there. Yeah, he's there. Let's see if we can get a little look at him. He's usually sitting here in the mornings. Yeah, there he is. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. He's a sweetie. But he keeps these other cats very anxious. But he is a sweetie. Good morning, Willow. Did you see Willow outside? You did. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did you want to go play with him? Oh, goodness. Okay. I cut all the cat's nails. That's a big job, you guys. And I cleaned Norma's ears, which are always in need of a cleaning, and treated her eyes, which also are always needing cleaning. And now all I have to do is give her a good bath and she'll be ready for the vet. I think I'll wait until tomorrow for the shampoo. Buddy, you know you're not supposed to. Come on, get down. You know you're not supposed to get up here and bite my flowers. Now, come on, get down. That's what's left of my little bouquet. They're kind of puny. I've been weeding out the wilty ones, and that's all that's left. They have been biting them and eating them. So they don't last longer after they get bit, I'll tell you that. Okay, so I got her a bath. And oh no, my goodness, boy, he wants to be in this video. When I start talking and making a video, he comes around. Okay, so it's cold, so I want to make sure and get her nice and dry. And since the blow dryer freaks her out, I'll just have to sit her in front of the heater and brush her until she dries. And it's a little late in the day to start all that. Such a bright, sunshiny day. It makes me want to go outside, but it's freezing. I have to change Willow's water like 3 times a day or it's frozen. And I have to say, I am ready for spring. I want to lay out in the sun on my lounge chair and feel like I'm melting away like a margarita. It's freaking freezing here right now. There's my little me melting away like a margarita. And I also do have a margarita there beside me. Okay, Sunday the 6th. It was sunny and a bit warmer with the highs in the high 60s and a low in the low 30s. I actually woke up feeling pretty good today. I went back to sleep for a couple hours after Slim left for work, and then I got up feeling rested for once. I decided to enjoy it and lingered over coffee, answering some comments. Then I got busy. Norma Jean has a vet appointment tomorrow, which means it's bath day for Her Majesty. She did really well, as usual, and I did it early enough in the day that I think she will be dry by the time it gets dark. And she was. She was fluffy and dry by bedtime. I went in the paint room, kind of on the spur of the moment, and I made a little Love-You-Ary sign for Pink's self-care challenge. I'm going to use it at the beginning of all my videos on self-care, and then I'm going to send it to Latrice as a thank you for hosting and for inviting me to participate. So this is my little sign that I made. And I had some paint that was mixed half and half, paint and Floetrol. It was acrylic paint, pink acrylic paint, and Floetrol in a squeezy bottle. So I just wrote this out and then shook glitter all over it. And a day later, this is what it looked like. Of course, I added the butterfly stickers, but you can see there's a little ridge on the edge of the letters that helps you see what it says. And it is very sparkly. The ridges turned out nice. I was hoping that they would, because usually it spreads and then collapses with the glitter, and you'll get this nice demarcation between the letters like that. So that's what I was hoping for, and it did right. So this is my Loveuary sign, and I will be sending this to Latrice as a thank you for being a lovely hostess. So I really thought that turned out pretty good. Okay. I spent some time outside with Howard, and I finally made the sweet gumball video for Aaliyah. She hasn't seen a sweet gumball tree, and so I said I'd make a video and show her what I was talking about. Made a beautiful cheese stuffed meatloaf for supper tonight. I used a bag of Baby Bell cheeses, the little wheels, for the filling, and they worked great. They kept in place better than the mozzarella pearls whenever I cut it open. There was plenty for our meal and 2 lunches for them to have at work tomorrow. So that worked out nice. I'm always happy whenever I use like a substitution. Like I've not used those Baby Bells inside of a meatloaf before, and I didn't know how well it would stand up. And it did great. I was very pleased. So Monday the 7th, partly cloudy, high in the mid 60s, low in the low 30s. Got up early to take Slim into work, and I kept the Jeep so I could go to town for some banking and a little shopping, and of course to take Norma Jean in for her vet appointment. But when I got home, they called and said the doctor's wife had to have surgery and he had to cancel all his appointments. So I rescheduled for Thursday at 2. Since I didn't have to go to the vet, I had some free time and I decided to make a video I've been thinking about for a while, but I've put it off. So I made it. And it wound up being a two-parter because I rambled on until I ran out of storage space and got cut off. I'm really glad I made it, and I have gotten some really good responses as I'd hoped. It's not easy to talk about going through the change of life, but it really helped me a lot, and I feel so much better, like a weight has been lifted. And I really do, y'all. And y'all's feedback on that video was outstanding, and I really appreciate everything everybody contributed. And I feel so much better after having done that. I think it was just a wonderful idea. And I think we should all talk about those kind of things, whether it's the change of life or any other big change, lifestyle change, or emotional change, or whatever it is. I think we should all um, talk about it freely and openly, and maybe not in a super casual way, but in a comfortable way that is approachable. So I had a nice leisurely shop and I uploaded a few videos. I had lunch out and I went by the bank. I filled up with gas. I checked the mail before I came back home. I picked up a new play cube for the cats at Walmart today, and they love it. They've been playing in it all afternoon. It attached to the other cubes and the tunnel to make a super long play tunnel, and Vince and Naboo have been through it dozens of times, and even Marina did too. They're kind of in pieces right now, but you can see how they do all attach, and I had them all strung together and they were racing through that super long tunnel over and over again. But I've got them kind of pulled apart now. I change it up for them all the time because they get bored. And when they get bored, they get into trouble. Over the last week, I've given Willow some of whatever protein I cooked for supper. Yes, I have in the evening taken him out a serving, about an ounce of whatever protein he's had. Grilled chicken one night, and of course, I wash it to get all the seasoning and butter and oil and stuff off of it, and then I cut it into bite-sized pieces. So he had grilled chicken, he had a grilled big huge super colossal grilled shrimp. Let's see, he had some chicken liver, he had a piece of meatloaf. What did he have last night? Oh, he had some bacon. I gave him some bacon. So he is getting fat. I'm feeding him protein every night to help keep him warm on these cold nights. And he's certainly put on a warm little snuggly, cuddly coat. So Tuesday the 8th, we had sunny skies, high in the high 60s, low in the low 30s. Woke up feeling pretty good today. Singing in the kitchen at 5 a.m. while I cook breakfast is a good sign. I usually have to drag myself through my morning chores, and I can't wait to get back in bed if I can. But today I'm good. I'm up early, not tired, no headache or bad joint pain, and the sun is singing through the windows. Um, I hear Marina being stroppy. What's new, right? Okay, so I opened all the curtains. Going to give the house a good cleaning today with extra emphasis on dusting and cleaning the floors. I want to shampoo the carpets, but it takes so long to dry that I'm going to wait until it's warm enough to open all the windows and have some of the fans on before I do that. But I've been noticing some cobwebs and dust, and that's just got to go. Somebody else that's got to go. Naboo, they can't leave these flowers alone. They just want to eat them. Come on, buddy. Come on, sweetie. He's like, I'm not hurting anything. Why can't I be here? now, now I've hurt his rotten feelings. Okay, here we go. Where was I? Okay. I opened all the curtains. Gonna give the house a good cleaning. Oh, yeah, I already read that one. And I did. I cleaned everything, dusted everything really well. The sunshine is so beautiful. It makes me want to go outside and take all the cats with me. But the temp, although not super low, needs to come up before it's comfortable. The wind is cutting, and it seems colder than it actually is. Hopefully, spring will be here soon, and it will be warm all day and only get cool in the nighttime. I can't wait. I am tired of it being cold. Didn't have much time for going outside to play today anyway, as the more I cleaned, the more stuff I found that needed cleaning. But I'm pretty satisfied with the house now, as it's had a good dusting and the floors are clean. Now I need to get caught up on laundry, which is apparently an endless activity for all of us. That old saying, you can control the symptoms, but it never really goes away permanently. That's laundry. It's like a disease. You can control the symptoms, but it never will really go away. Okay, Wednesday. It was sunny. High in the high 60s, low in the low 30s. Okay, so this whole page, I didn't really do much this day, so my whole journal entry is about something me and Slim had a discussion which led to me looking up some stuff, and so that's what this journal entry is about. It's not really what I was doing, it's just something that happened. So early this morning, get this up here like this. Early this morning, me and Slim were having a discussion over breakfast about Fraggle Rock. I don't know if you remember Fraggle Rock. It's a Jim Henson production. It's with Muppets. It came out in the early 80s. And I remember watching it as a kid, and I thought it came on HBO. And he didn't think so because he didn't remember watching it on HBO. And see, what I think it was, why we both remembered it differently, is that I'm a bit older than him. So I saw the original when it came out, and he saw it in syndication. Anyway, I looked it up, and it had premiered on HBO in January of 83. And then it came on other places. So we were actually both right. And I clearly remembered going over to one of my mom's friend's house who had HBO specifically to watch Fraggle Rock. I hadn't thought of that in years. I must have been only 6 or 7 years old. I think they actually planned their canasta game night to coincide with when Fraggle Rock came on so that I could watch it while they played cards. They were friends of my parents called Joe and Dolores, but she was called Doke. He kept exotic birds in the backyard. I haven't thought of these people in years and years. So, anyway, I looked up some Fraggle Rock videos on YouTube, and I watched a couple, and I really enjoyed them a lot. Y'all, um, it it's so much fun to watch stuff when you're an adult that you saw when you were a kid, and it stands up. It's still good. And it was. I really enjoyed it, and suggest you watch some episodes of Fraggle Rock too, if you ever watched it before or not. It is a cute little show with some really good points. Um, anyway, I looked up some Fraggle Rock videos on YouTube, and I watched a couple. I really enjoyed them a lot. So I've had Fraggle Rock playing all day. Joe and Doke's last name was Parks. That just came to me. I did not know that I still knew that. These videos have kept me company and it's made me remember things from my childhood all day long. I still remembered every word of the intro song. I had forgotten how much I loved this show when I was a small child. I even watched Fraggle Rock while I was laying in the sun in the front room. Yeah, I had it on and was laying there like a big cat, sunning myself in the front room watching Fraggle Rock. It was great. I really loved it, and I'll watch it some more. I thought it was making me remember things, and the memories were all good. Sometimes I'll start down memory lane and I know where it's going to end up, and it doesn't really feel safe, and it's not fun to be nostalgic or memorable about things that are, not safe memories. But Fraggle Rock was great, and it always just reminded me of good, fun, wonderful things. So I had a good time watching that. And Thursday, the 10th, partly cloudy, high in the high 60s, low in the low 40s. So yesterday evening, Forrest called and he said they have decided to get married at home on Tuesday, the 22nd, in the evening so that their parents can come. As you can guess, this made me very excited. I know they want to keep it simple, but there are a couple of traditions I was really disappointed that they wouldn't get to experience. So, I was thinking about how to do this, and I figured out I'm going to make Kaylee a bracelet. Well, I'm going to make a bracelet out of old blue beads, a new bracelet out of old blue beads, and I'm going to have her borrow it from me. So she will have something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. I'm going to put a penny in her shoe if she wears any. I'm not sure. For good luck, and I'm going to get them a small cake with a bride and groom, and I'm going to get some flowers for a small bouquet. I'm going to try and keep it small and not go overboard because they're not wanting a big to do. But I might do a few rice bags too because I want to throw rice at the kids after they get married. I'm so excited to be able to participate in their special day. Slim had a great idea for their cake to bring some levity to the day, grumpier old men style, which we may do. I'll just tell you. Okay, so let me flip this around so I can talk to you. Okay, so in grumpier old men, there's a wedding, and she's been married before, and they go and they're picking out the cake, right? Okay, now their dads have actually picked out the cake and are setting up everything. They're like, we'll handle everything. So uh, it's a beautiful cake, and the lady's showing it, and she says, it's a lemon cake with the beautiful cream frosting, and then she gets out the bride and the groom, and she says, the groom, he goes down here and puts him on a low level of the cake. And he said, and she said, the bride, she goes up here like this and puts her on the top of the cake. And the bride is holding a fishing pole. And they take the fishing line with the hook and they put it around the groom's neck. And then the baker lady says, and then we spell out in the frosting, Melanie has landed herself another husband. Which is terrible. It is in such bad taste. But that's my son's very favorite movie. And he would get such a kick out of that. Now, I don't know for sure if we're going to do it. But I think we're thinking about doing the grumpier old men wedding cake with the fish hook and the fishing pole, and maybe not spell anything out. But I was thinking, I could put Kaylee has landed herself a wonderful husband. Yeah, something like that. They both love to fish. Anyway, they'll get it and we'll get it. It's our weird sense of humor and they know us, and I think it would bring some levity to the day, and I think it would be fun and funny, and we may very well do the grumpier old men wedding cake. I'll be sure and let y'all know. Okay, so back to my journal. I just had to tell you guys that because I thought that was a great idea. Um, so apparently there were some hurt feelings about them eloping. And it wasn't me. I did not try to convince them to do anything other than what they wanted. It is their wedding, it is their marriage, it is their day, and I wanted them to do exactly what they wanted to do. If they wanted to go to Vegas and get married by Elvis, I would be totally supportive. But I have to admit, I am super excited about getting to go to their wedding. Anyway, so the reason they're doing it is because some of the other parents were getting their old rotten feelings hurt by not being there. And they decided to have their friend who is an ordained who is ordained to just marry them at home. Now I can't remember his name, but he recently got married and Forrest was in their wedding, and he and his husband are both good friends with Forrest and Kaylee. Um, and he said that when those guys got married, they spent so much money on their wedding that he was talking to, I can't remember which one, um, and he said that they quit counting at $12,000 on the wedding. And I was like, oh my goodness. And he said that they got a wonderful venue and had all the bells and whistles and just everything. And Forrest and Kaylee were, I wouldn't say appalled at the wanton spending of money, but they're just way too practical to ever do anything. So anyway, their friend, this the guy that's going to marry him and his husband are going to throw them a really nice reception. So that's really nice, and they're good friends, and I'm glad that they will have a friend marry them. That's really cool because a lot of times you don't even really remember who it was, that conducted your ceremony. So it'll be nice to have him marry them. And I am so excited. I could hardly sleep last night, but in a good way. And I don't know if it's just going to be their friend there or if his husband's going to be there too, but it will be them and their parents and the guy that's going to marry him and possibly his husband. And that's it. That's all that's going to be there. It's just parents. Okay, so continuing on, today is Norma Jean's vet appointment. So I spent over an hour this morning brushing her, so she will be looking her best for the doctor. Since she is now 19 years old, which makes her in her late 80s in cat years, um, at the end of her 19th year, I think she will be 91 years old in cat years. I asked for a geriatric exam for her, along with her yearly rabies shot and regular checkup. Now, I don't think that there is anything wrong with her specifically. She acts like she's fine. I just want her looked at closely, as most people, even at the vet, can't tell that Norma Jean is as old as she is, and they don't necessarily look for age-related issues. When you see Norma, she seems all happy and fluffy and wonderful, and but she's old. I mean, she is a really old lady. I think she's in here taking a nap. Let's see if we can sneak in here and have a peep at this old lady. There she is. Hey, darling. She doesn't know she's going to the vet, so she's in here snuggling and watching Last of the Summer Wine. It's her favorite. She likes watching Last of the Summer Wine. But Norma Jean is now in her late 80s, and she has so much fur that hides a multitude of things. She is the furriest queen. Yeah, you get your rest, baby. So, yeah, she definitely is. She doesn't look like she's an old cat, but she is. So I want them to know and to be aware and to specifically look for age related issues. Sweet old Norma Jean. She was jumping around and playing. It's so cute when she plays. Um, oh, and by the way, along with this hair care stuff, I got me two elastic headbands, which somebody, I'm not naming any names, is going to steal from me and chew in half. So, um, somebody, I'm not naming any names here, chewed up both of my new headbands before I could get them put up. Okay. Also going to do a bit of shopping this morning, check the mail before I get ready for Norma's appointment at 2. Just going to get a few things. So I'm not going to Walmart. I'm just going to go to the dollar store, and I'm not going to do a big shop this week. Although I may pop into Walmart this weekend with Slim. Hopefully he won't work. because I want to go to the craft store this weekend if he doesn't work at the mill. I have lots of things in mind. I want to get for the kids' this little ceremony, and the wedding stuff is almost always on sale. I'm wanting the bride and groom cake toppers. I haven't decided if I'm going to bake the cake or buy one. Store bought is prettier, but homemade tastes better. Anyway, I'm just so excited to be part of their big day, and I want to help make it special. I'll have to have Slim check me so I don't go overboard. Because yeah, once I get in that wedding department, see, because up until now, I thought there is not going to be a wedding. It's just going to be, you know, uh, they're just going to go and get elope and go to the justice of the peace or whatever. So now I'm all super excited that I can actually uh, get them stuff and participate and have like a classic kind of traditional, if even if small, little wedding ceremony. So I'm really excited about that. And so this weekend I'm hoping to go to the craft stores and get all kind of little wedding wonderful things. And I'm going to decide whether I'm so out of practice baking that I think I'm going to buy the cake. I could bake it and frost it, but it would be so much prettier if I got it from the bakery. But I could make it taste so much better. I don't know. I may make a practice one and see how it goes. And I'm just not sure about that, whether I'm going to bake the cake. They will be happy with either one, I'm sure. Um, they don't have to even have one, but of course I want to do this. So I may get the little set of pans, the three sizes of pans, and try to bake a lemon cake because that's what it would be. Uh, Hence the grumpier old men cake idea. Anyway, that was my week, you guys, and I've got to get around and get some stuff done and get that old Norma Jean to the vet. So thank y'all for joining me, and until next time, y'all be sweet.